Hey folks. So, was anybody else when they were young told to be themselves? Like when you're growing up, people always tell you, "Oh, just be yourself, and you'll make friends, or for anything in life, they always just say be yourself." And I always thought that was kind of like deceptive and bad advice for a kid or someone growing up, just because we don't really know ourselves. Even as adults, we're always sort of searching for who we are as people, searching for like purpose and meaning. And so it's funny. I came to this revelation today talking to somebody, and I think what people mean by be themselves is just focus on a few traits that like are important to you or that you want to sort of embody. And when you notice yourself talking to other people, right? Like we all have a tendency to sort of say what doesn't go against the grain, right? In a conversation. But like, if you don't consider that stuff at all and just say what you want to say and act in accordance with the traits or morals that you yourself value, I feel like the conversations are more unique. And just like anything is more unique. Like imagine you go to a job interview and you're like the other 50 other people that have gone to the job interview. You're agreeable, you're kind, you're polite, you don't challenge the interviewer. In the experiences that I've had, by the way, my new job is fucking awful right now, but yeah, in the experiences I've had, standing out is honestly the most important thing. And if you're honest with yourself about who you are, or at least who you want to be, if you don't really know who you are yet, I think you're more likely to be like seen as unique by people, or at least seen as an individual voice worth listening to, especially in a context like that where they have to meet so many different people. Like if you can be honest with yourself and say, okay, here are the traits I embody. I want to be honest all the time, and I want to be morally sound, and I want to be like, brutally honest, and I want to be open with things. And it might be refreshing for the job interviewer to hear that type of shit. Because I mean, what are people aren't gonna explain how bad things are nowadays. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of an interesting point because growing up I would always hear, "Oh, just be yourself," and I never loved that particular phrase. Like I always found it really annoying. It's like, what do you mean be myself? I've been myself. It hasn't been working. It's like, well, you need to find who you are. Nobody knows who they are when they grow up. Basically, you are, your genetics and your environment as you grow up, and then you have to find deeper meaning from that starting point. Your spirit needs to grow too as you get older. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a little quack wisdom mini rant there.